This is a complete restaurant inventory and kitchen dispatch system. I built it for a restaurant group in Kuwait. They had 5 branches ordering from one central kitchen every night. And the honest truth is, nobody could tell you how much stock was sitting in any branch at any moment. That's the problem this system will solve. By using this dashboard, you will be able to manage the inventory of your restaurant easily. Okay, so how you can do that, I will explain you each and everything, as well as we have added the 4 different type of roles in this dashboard: the admin role, the storekeeper role, the kitchen manager role, and the branch manager. As well as you can control the access of these roles. Let's take example, this is a production section, and I want that the branch manager can able to edit the data in my production section. I just simply hit this edit. Okay, so you can see the data is updating. Once the data is updating, now the branch manager can able to edit the data in my production section. So same like that, you can define the permissions for your different type of roles as per your own business needs. So now let's start the video. This is a dashboard where you can take the overview of the complete system, as well as you can apply the filters for your different type of branches. So right now I am seeing the data for just my main store branch, and if I want to see the data for the all branches, I just simply go back to my all branches filter. As well as you can change the language of the system as per your own needs, as and also you can able to change the color schemes of this system as per your own needs. And if you want to apply the dark theme, you can also apply them. Okay, so now let's move to the branches and location section, because firstly in our system the site location, which you will say the branches and location will add. And if you have a lot of branches, you just simply download the template from here, open the CSV file, fill up the information, and simply import from here. Just simply press the import, select the file, and just simply open. And now the all information what you have manually entered in your CSV file will become here and saved in your Google Sheets. Because this dashboard is completely built by using the Google Sheets as a database. Right now our Google Sheet play a role as a database for our web application. So same like that, you can add the manual site, manual branches and location as well. Just simply this add site location, fill up the information, and hit this save button. So once you hit this save button, so that information will be appeared here. And if you want to see the complete 360 view data of this particular main store, just simply press it here in the action column. So you can see the complete overview of this main store, the kind, the hold stock, etc. And the stock which is available in this store. You can also able to see like the beef beacon available quantity 2.1 kg. The total value in Kuwaiti dinar is this. And if they have any request, you can also able to see. So these are the children pipeline filters. When you just simply hit this approved, so it means you have applied the filter for approved. In the dispatches section, you can see the complete dispatches history. In the timeline, you can see the complete timeline for this main store, as well as you can apply this in these all the branches and the sub branches. Okay, so in the action column we also have the option for the edit data or the delete data as well. And if you want to edit or delete, you can also perform these actions. Now let's move to the item sections, because once the branches and location will add, now we need to add the items. Right now we have the 272 items registered in our Google Sheet. You can see the beef beacon, etc. And can also search the items, apply the filters like the dairy items. This is the butter, the units in kg, held in gram, issue gram. The cost for 1 kg is this Kuwaiti dinar, on hand 2.7 kg, the stock value like that. And if you want to import the multiple like the 300, 400 items, you can directly import it from here. Just simply download the template from here, fill up the information manually, and import the file from here. And if you want to download the CSV file, make a PDF file, you can also do that. And if you want to add the item manually, you can also able to do this. Fill up the information like the item name, the category, the stocks count, the units count, the type, the etc. You can fill up the information completely and hit the save button. Once you hit the save button, that information will be saved it here. Now let's move to the category sections. You see here's when I just simply add it here, add item. So I have a option category drop down. So how you can add the more categories, there is a categories option. So same like that, the unit and conversions we can also add as per our own business needs. In the category sections, you can also import the categories. If you have the CSV file, you can add the category manually, and you can add as per your own needs. And in each section, in every section, like it is the items, the categories, the recipes, we have the bulk delete options as well. I just simply select it here, you can see, and now you can see all is selected, and there is a option delete and the export selected. So it means we can select two or three products through two or three items, and we can delete in one go, and also we can export in one go. Okay, you understand? Yes, there is a category sections. I already told to you, you can add the categories. And this is a recipe section. Why the recipe section is here? Just simply hit this add new recipe, finished item beef bacon. There is a recipe name beef bacon. What items we are going to use in this? Let's take example one. So there is a one, and there is a method notes. You can add the method, the holding time, and etc. And what are the items we are going to use for making this? I am going to use the beef slices. How much pieces I wanna use? The 10 pieces I wanna use. So you can also view the document preview on the left side. You just simply save receipt and take the picture and send to your chef, so they can see them, they can able to view and can and will make the items for you. Okay, so you can do it for your need. And if you want to save recipe, you just simply hit this save recipe, and now it's updating, and it will be saved in your Google Sheets and appeared also here in your recipe book section. Okay, so you can see there is a recipe we have successfully being added, and we can able to view here. In the action column, we have the edit recipe, and we can make the duplicate of the recipe and etc. This is a par levels. We can just simply check it here, pick a location about to set par levels or import in bulk. Okay, so we just simply select a location, the main store. There is a minimum and maximum per location. So you can see there is no per levels here yet, so we can add items, so that will be seen here. There is a units and conversion. We can add the gram, kilogram, milliliter, liter, gallon, and the piece, packet, box, carton roll, etc. We can add more if we want to add. Okay, so there is a vendors from where we are getting the products. So in the action column, we have a option for the 360 view for our vendor. We just simply hit this here, the total purchases we have made from this vendor, the price list for this vendor, and the timeline we can easily able to see. And if we want to check the price list for this vendor, we can also able to see. And in the action column, we have the different type of action, like the edit, copy vendor ID, and the delete. This is a vendor's price list. If you want to add the vendor's price list, select the vendor. First, you need to add the vendors. From here you can import the vendors, add vendor manually, and then simply go to your vendor's price list, click on this add price, select a vendor, select a item. The price per kg is the 100, and then their item code, pack size, lead time, days, minimum order, and hit this save button, so that information will be saved here. Okay, now the master data is completed. Now our other systems can easily manageable. Now let's go to the inventory section. In the inventory section, you just simply see it here, the complete inventory. In the main store, we have the napkins 33 by 33 in the packaging, and there is a quantity right now, per minimum, per unit cost value, and each and everything we can easily able to see it here. There is a item hub. We can see the stock by location, the overview, the stock history, the batches, the timeline, and each and everything we can easily able to see. And if we want to check out the stock history, we can utilize this action button. There is a stock ledger option, where we can see the complete dispatch in, the dispatch out, and the dispatch output. And there is a stock adjustment. If we want to make the stock adjustment from the main store, the wastage, reduce stock, add stock, what we can able to do, we just simply hit here the shift add, all day, morning, evening, night, date, the notes, the add items. What are the items? We just simply add it here. It is in gram or the kilogram, and how much kilogram. Is it spoilage, expired, overproduction, staff meal? Or if you want to add the notes as per your own need, you can also do that, and simply post them to the sheet. Post sheet means it is going to save in our Google Sheets. Okay, so this is the thing. Now let's move to the stock count section. In the stock count sections, you just simply hit this start stock count. select a location from the main store. In the main store we have the dry store or the freezer. We just simply select it here, the category meat, poultry, and the blind count and the notes, and simply hit this open count. So once we hit this open count, it's saving right now. And now you can easily able to see there is a progress option, so you can see the count opened with 23. Okay, so it's going to be fetch the data, and after fetching the data you will be able to see the status and the progress. And if you want to edit them, you can also edit the data as well as per your own needs. Like you can see there is a beef icon, how much you have counted the beef. These are the items, you just simply enter how much you have counted and simply hit this save progress. Okay, so the admin can also approve the data as well. There is a batches and expiry. You can also able to see in which location, in which item are going to expire, in how many days left, and each and everything. There is a report section where we will check out the report section later. So now this is operation sections, this is the operations. Purchase request, if you want to make a new request, just simply select a branch request from where the required date, priority is the emergency, the service is the lunch, and the expected covers optional. What are the items I want to add? The beef, etc. How much kilogram? I need a 10 kilogram. So there is a thing only zero kilogram here is available. If the stock is not available, they will also be notified you, and you can also see the document preview on the right side. So same like that, just simply hit the submit request. If you are the another role, the admin can able to see, and admin can approve your request as well. Admin can approve or reject as per their decisions. Okay, so this is a dispatches and invoices. If you make a new dispatch, just simply select a branch to which branch the food truck, the dispatch date notes, what are the items they are going to dispatch in kilogram and how much. So you can see the 1 kilogram is equals to 1000 gram, and that is the document queue, and you can simply create the invoice. And once the invoice is created, you can also able to take the print from here. Just simply hit this invoice button, and you can see the complete invoice and take a print, and you can use your A4 paper printer, etc. So there is a purchases, and just simply click on this new purchase. This is a vendor. I already told to you how you can add the vendor, the received ad, in which location, in which branch you are going to receive the stock, the vendor invoice, etc. The optional with what are the items you are going to receive in gram or kilogram, etc. If you are going to add the milk, and you are going to receive in milliliter, liter, or the gallon, how much, etc. So you can do it from here. Like I am going to add it here the 10, and there is a 5. So right now that is this milliliter amount of milk we are going to receive, and simply hit this save GRN, so that information will be saved here. And if you want to take a print, you can also take the print. And if you want to apply more action buttons, like you can view the timeline, the edit, cancel, GRN, print, and etc., you can do. And this is our production sections, where you can create a new production from this kitchen to this person, and output quantity, how much you are going to create. Like you can see the 6000 gram, and there is a notes if the chef want to give them. And there is a batch size. Let's take example, I want to make the hash brown, and in kilogram, how much quantity will used. Rebuild now. Okay, we just simply go it here, and the production. So you can also make it this like that, make the new productions, and that will be saved it here. So right now there is a, dark mode enabled, so you can easily able to see. There is a one most last feature, the AI assistant. I am going to using here the ChatGPT API key. You can also do that, and how you will get this API key, I will leave the link in the description, so you can go and check out them how you can get the Open API key. And you just simply go to your settings sections, and in the settings sections you just simply change the logo of your web application. And if you want to make the easy view, you can also enable them, and just simply enter the API key here, and select the model, and simply hit the save AI setting and test the connection. Once the test connection is successful, go back to your AI assistant. So just simply give them a prompt in simple English language, what was dispatched today, and what was it is it worth. I just simply give a prompt, and now it's reading your data. Where is your data? Your data is available in your Google Sheet, because we are using the Google Sheets as a database for our web application. So right now it's reading our Google Sheet with the relevant data for this query, what are the dispatched today and what is it worth. So once its processing is completed, so it will give you the answer. So we will wait for that. As well as until the AI respond to us, you just simply hit the subscribe button, which is available just in front of your eyes. And if you're any kind of restaurant owner, um, if you have any restaurant owner friend, you just simply share this video with them. Maybe this dashboard will helpful for them. So we thank you very much. So you can see there is a dispatch today. For today, this documents found zero, total dispatched value is zero. So that is our system. And there is a my account sections where you can change the password, the activity logs, user management, you already know. You can simply add the users, edit the users, or delete the users. As well as you can get the 360 view for for this user, for this store, like the activity, the documents they have, the permissions they have right now, the timeline for this user, the login success, dispatch created, request approved, etc. And there is a about app section, you already know. We give the about app section, you can simply check out the formulas and business logic what we have implemented in this system. And if this system is really near to your business needs, you just simply contact us and we will make this as per your business needs. So we are building the custom ERP and CRM system for your businesses, which will help you to manage your data efficiently. So we thank you very much. Take care. Be a part of our family. Please subscribe and like the video and share with your fellow friends. So we thank you very much. Take care.